Hello again and welcome back. This is Mr. E and we are on course 2 now. And in course 2 we're going to subtract, multiply, and divide integers. And in lesson 1 we're going to subtract integers. So this should be relatively quick compared to course 1 lesson 1, but not quite as fast as course 1 lesson 2. So we're going to have to use the idea of opposites in subtracting integers, and then we combine that with what we know about adding integers with different signs. So let's go ahead and get started. All right, so to subtract integers, we simply add the opposite. What do I mean by that? So 3 minus negative 8, or I could say it's actually, I'm sorry, not 3, 30. 30 minus negative 8. Well, we know that this negative sign here in front means we want to take the opposite of negative 8, which is a positive 8. So opposite of negative 8 is a positive 8. So this problem really is 30 plus 8, which gives us 38. Let's do a similar one. So now we have negative 30 minus negative 8. Well, this minus negative 8 really means, well, what's the opposite of negative 8, which was plus 8? So now we have negative 30 plus 8. Or our signs are different, so we take the difference. We know our answer is negative because we're more negative here. Our signs are different, so we take the difference, which is 22. So our answer must be 22. So we're just adding the opposite because that negative sign in front of a number means take the opposite. All right, so I have 30 minus 8. We've done that for years. No big deal. But if you wanted to look at it this way, you could have said 30 plus a negative 8, add the opposite. Negative 30 minus 8. For some reason, this kind of confuses students a lot. Well, you can look at it as adding the opposite. Negative 30 plus a negative 8. So just really adding two negatives, a negative 38. All right, now how can we use that to solve equations? We have n plus 8, also number n plus 8 equals negative 32. Well, if you remember, we're going to have to subtract 8 from both sides. Well, we have a negative, so this cancels out. So we're left with a negative 32 minus 8. We're going to add the opposite and get negative 40. So n equals negative 40. Okay, so let's practice a few more. Have a few more minutes. 8 minus 30. Remember, we're going to add the opposite. So it's really 8 plus negative 30. So we see we're more negative. Our signs are different. We're more negative. So it's going to be 30 minus 8, which is 22. But the absolute value of negative 30 is greater than the absolute value of 8. Or we can say we're more negative by 22. Another similar example, 17 minus 35. Now by now you may see, well, I'm more negative, so my answer has to be negative. But some of you may not see that, so we're going to continue with the idea of adding the opposite. Tell me what your answer is. So we think of it as adding the opposite. So it's same thing as 17 plus negative 35. Well, my signs are different, so I subtract. And I keep the sign of the larger absolute value, which gives me a negative 18. So it just depends on how you see it. Just understand the concept. Okay. Let's wrap this up on the next video.